Julie, sports massage therapist and yoga teacher. So moving on from last week, going to carry on exploring moving with control and thinking of moving from here and stabilizing through your upper body to allow you to be lighter through your feet. Again, option to step or jump through. If you have any current injuries or any medical conditions, then seek guidance before doing anything new. And if you've got any injuries, just work within and don't even bother trying to attempt jump throughs, just step or walk through. So starting off on all fours, have your knees slightly behind your hips, spin the crease of your elbows forwards. If your hands go out to do that, then just turn them back in, but keep the crease of your elbows facing forwards. And just see if you can get a sense of your breath through the front and back of your body as you're breathing in and out. Get a sense that your head is in line with your spine, so you're not dropping down, you're not looking up, you've just got a nice straight line through the back. And then thinking around your belly button area, imagine you've got a corset from your ribs to hips and you're pushing out into the corset. And then releasing. And again, pushing out into the corset and release. And then keeping that level of tone, so kind of midway between really pushing out hard, but keeping a level of tone as you're breathing in and out. Tuck your toes under, thinking again, moving from your center, drawing your hips back, lifting your knees up into downward dog. As you exhale, bringing your body forward, you might find you're moving your hands a little bit further forward. Press down through your hands, have a nice straight line from your hip through shoulders, hips and heels. On your next exhale, you've got an option to drop your knee or keep the legs straight, coming into side plank. As you exhale, come back to plank, keeping that level of tone or sense of tone through the middle, rolling onto the other side. Again, you've got the option to bend the knee or keep it straight. On your next exhale, come back to plank, lift your hips up into downward dog. You've got the option, bending your knees, you can step through, walk through to your hands, or getting that sense of lightness through your feet. It's almost like the midsection is holding your legs up, and you're going to spring your feet to your hands. And then come to sitting. As you inhale, pressing out through your heels, pressing out through your feet, lifting your chest, lengthening through the back of your body. Press down through the backs of your legs. Take your hands behind you. As you inhale, lifting your hips up. Exhale, low. Lifting one leg up. Again, get a sense that it's being lifted from just below the ribs. And lift your hips and lower, lifting the other leg up, lifting your hips and lower. And then I usually do this with fists, but if you're comfortable, you can press down through your hands and lift your hips. And then lift your legs up. And then you've got two options. You can explore this just by pressing into your hands and thinking of engaging. You can have your knees bent like this, or you can have your legs straight, really pushing out through your heels, really lengthening. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to explore lifting hips and legs. And then lowering down, coming over onto your front, and then just walking elbows underneath your shoulders, allowing the front of your body to lengthen. Think of lifting your chest, let your hips drop down, and just keeping your chin tilted slightly down so you're not cracking the back of your neck. And then coming into Sphinx, walk your hands, lower your body down, walk your hands alongside your chest. Got two options. You can press up into plank, you can come back through all fours. We're going to come into downward dog, or you can come in by lifting up, rolling over your toes and into downward dog. Feet to hands, and then maybe jumping your feet through to sitting. Inhale, reaching your arms up, pressing out through your heels, maybe lengthening forwards. Exhale, taking your hands down, come back onto all fours. Knees wide, toes touch together, come back into child's pose. And then just resting your head down. Feel really tight through the back of your body, maybe making fists with your hands. So it's always just exploring, checking in with your breathing, checking in with how everything's feeling, keeping yourself away from anything that hurts, but just keep exploring it and playing with it. And over time and with practice, you will find that your body does start to respond, and it may not always feel easier, but you'll be able to do it perhaps a little bit better. But I always think some of these things are a little bit like burpees. Doesn't matter how many you practice, how often you do them, they always feel tough when you're doing it, because that level of really engaging everything is quite challenging. So have a great week, and I will see